Okay, good morning, grade 3. So, nobody is joining the meeting, so I'm just going to record as fast as possible. Okay, so digital time is a worksheet that you have to do for math. So, there's the clocks, and you just write in the digital time. So, after 12 in the afternoon, it's 1300 hours, or 1700 hours, and midnight would be 2400 hours. Okay, then there's the new concept area, which I'm going to discuss. I just want to go through the packet as quick as possible. So writing for English, write any fiction story. You have to write the mind map today. Tomorrow is the draft. The next day is the final in your green textbook. It only counts 5 marks because the mind map and the draft also counts marks. Okay? Then Afrikaans, you have dialogue, which I sent on the group, and you have handwriting test in your green textbook. You're going to complete the patterns as neatly and inside the lines as possible. Then train your brain is life skills. So there's a code, and you have to figure out the answers using the code. Okay, so that's the daily thing that we're supposed to discuss. Now, area and perimeter is our new concept. Okay, so in your spot on book, you'll see that we were actually supposed to do it last term, but things got hectic. Okay, so area and perimeter. So area is the number of square units inside a shape. So let's say each little circle, let's use this one as an example. Each little square is the unit. So if you ask me what's the area of this counting block, I would say, okay, 10 by 10, because it's 10 and then 10. 10 blocks, 10 blocks. Okay, so the area of this one is 10 by 10. But let's say I want to know how many per square centimeter it is this one. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. I'm stuck in Afrikaans. So I want to know how much is the area of this one. So now I put it on there, and then we can count. So there's 1, 2, 3. The breadth, the width is 3, and the length is 2. So it's 3 by 2. So 3 times 2 equals 6. Easiest way is to just count. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. Okay, so that's the area. Okay, I'm not going to use that one. So if I, whoopsie daisy. Okay, never mind. I'll just use the small numbers. So if I ask the area of, let's say, the phone, let's put it like that, then you'll say width times length. Okay, so you count how many is the width, how many square units. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and the length is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 4 times 8. So it's 4 by 8. But if you want to know the area, the answer would be 8 times 4. So what's that answer? 32, I think. At the top of my head, that's the answer. Okay, so that's area. So when we get to the higher grades, you'll have area and perimeter. So perimeter is the distance around the outside of the shape. So it's this one plus this one plus this one plus this one. All right, but the area is the size of the whole thing. Perimeter is just the lines, the outside lines. Okay, the distance around the outside of the shape. So you would say 2 times this side plus this side. You can say, let me just make sure it's in the camera. You can say side plus side plus side plus side, or you can say 2 times this side plus this side, because it's the same. It's exactly the same because it's a square. If you have a rectangle, Also, this side plus this side times 2 to figure out the perimeter. Okay, then if you have area, okay, area is the number of square units inside a shape. So the formula is length times width. Okay, so it's length times width. Okay, so to find the area, okay, irregular shapes is grade 4. So you just say, if there are, for example, 3 by 4, then you just say 3 times 4 equals 12 square units. Okay, so the units can differ. For example, the table, you'll measure in meters, square meters. This one, you'll measure in square centimeters. The Astro outside, you'd measure in square meters. If it's a big area, for example, Mall of Africa, you might, I don't know how big it is, you might say square kilometer, square kilometer. I don't know how you say it in English. Okay, but the units can differ. Okay, so basically, if you have to do the sums, you just have a grid, and then you can just do that, and you can just count the blocks. That's the very beginning of working area out. But the easiest way is to say length times width. Okay. So that will always be your formula for shapes like this. All right. So that's area and perimeter.